So funny story, if you missed out last hour, I was prepping for the show. And when you get ready for the show as a host, we don't physically have the jewelry in front of us. We actually have to look at pictures. And when I saw this in the pictures, I was immediately, and I'm gonna move this aside, guys, because I wanna show it on me, if you don't mind. I knew it was gonna be a good one. I really knew. This was one I was like, okay, the picture looked so good. So I knew in person it was even gonna be better. And I thought, I need to order this. This is a true honest God story. I go, I need to order this before I go on the air because it's gonna sell out. I'm gonna be so mad at myself. And I forgot, I had to put my lipstick on. I was of course running behind, my hair looked a mess. And so I came on the air and then I got out here and I saw it. And you can see it now too. This is the wow piece for your collection. One of my all-time favorite pieces is a multi-strand, and it's just blue turquoise, and it's nuggets, and it's great, and it's maybe 5 strands, and I wear it constantly. This is the most strands he's done, and what makes it even more spectacular is it's an ombre effect, which means he had to separate all the colors, and then they had to group them together, but they have to position them so you see where one color changes into the next color, and what did it create? A wow moment for your neckline. Of all the things we've talked about over the last couple of days with Jay, I would say this is the one that is so spectacular and so powerful and so amazing when you wear it. Now, just as a little heads up, and Rub, my producer, you're gonna have to update me. We have a beautiful triple strand stretch bracelet that has a sterling silver station on it, and we have the most amazing, I love, love, love these earrings. They're so light, they're so comfortable, but they're so wow. There's a lot of presence to them. These two are available, but how many do I have left, Rob? Because I know it can't be much of anything, quite frankly. This very well could be your last look at this as well. So if you saw it earlier and you're like, okay, I want to wait to see the rest of the show, now's the time to grab it. Okay, I have 70 bracelets left. I have 200 left in the earrings. So obviously these are both pretty limited. And Jay, I know I went on and on, but I'm so in love with this piece. I had to do my thing, but take us through this because it's spectacular.
Well, you know, I love the fact that you love it because you understand it, you get it. And one of the things, like, you explained it perfectly, everything that I was going to say, what really makes it so unique and so different, as far as even just being able to, well, you know, having them, okay, number one, just being able to have the material. And I don't want to bring that up too, because, you know, that's my thing. I mean, that's my thing. You know, not only the turquoise, but the material itself. This material, these aren't in cuts. These aren't chips. These aren't material that we just had material left over, in cut material, so we wanted to make a necklace out of it. One of the things that makes this actually work and actually be able to have the presence it has and lay like it lays and everything come together is the fact that these are individual nuggets. These are natural nuggets.
Now, why is that important? Why do you put such emphasis on that?
Okay, number one, if you have chips, or something like that, unless you're gonna cut them into round beads or you're gonna cut them into rice beads or whatever you're gonna do, they're never gonna lay perfectly, right? There's no way because, you know, one side's bigger than the other side, blah, 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 blah. It's just impossible. Right. This, Mother Nature did this, right? So she gave me all these nuggets. Now, to tell you the truth, when you get this and we bring everything in, we grade it by size. That's the first thing we do. They have like this screen, we have a screening process. So there's different levels. All the material goes on top. The big stuff stays on the top. As it goes down, the small stuff falls through, right? This is probably about the smaller screen that we have. Then, so you have massive buckets of all these mixed colors of these small nuggets. Okay, what do you do with that? Then you have to put them out on a sorting table. You have people there in a line on a sorting table actually picking the different colors out. And so in this case, we had 5 different colors of nuggets. So now you've got all those and you wonder, what in the heck am I gonna do with all these different colored nuggets? So then you sit down and you play, and that's the beauty of this. This is one of just probably a handful that I've done in my lifetime. Yeah. And usually when I've done it before, I made 12. I made 10. So to be able to have enough, we just had an unusual amount of small material. Here again, we have an exclusive on this. It was a one-shot deal. We went in, it's a small copper mine. They found the turquoise. We went in, we sent a crew in, they mined it out. It wasn't a big deposit. We took the whole thing, all the thing, it's called mine run. So the whole area, we sweeped it. This all happened within a 6-month period. So this is an exclusive turquoise. You've got these small nuggets like this. So we decided to do this ombre look. And we started off with 3 strands. It was kind of like you were talking about, you know, mom bear, papa bear, baby bear. Okay, we did 3 strands. No, that's not going to do it.
Do another.
Then we went to 5 strands. No.
Which is where you normally stop.
Yeah, that's where I normally stop. But we were there and we were going, no, that's not going to do it. So we went 7 strands, which is unique and unusual. I love, you know what, I traditionally hate these close-ups, but I'm loving it because it's showing you exactly what I'm telling you. So then the complexity of stringing this. Now, these aren't uniform. They're natural nuggets. They're not uniform size. So when you lay this out, you can't count the number of beads.
Right.
You can't, that's the simple way. Okay, there's 12 beads here,
because they're
there's
not
10
perfectly
here.
round. It'd be
Right.
easy if you had a bunch of round beads that are 2
Right.
millimeters each. You could figure it out pretty easy.
But you can't, so you have
This
to
you
do
can't.
it by, you have to measure.
Right.
So that's how you get
Every bead.
Yeah, you have to measure, okay, this is gonna be 1.5 inches. So you line up all those beads as you string them and you measure it, that's 1.5 inches. So it's not like you just pop these through.
Right.
I don't know how long it takes. You know, my stringers, a lot of the stringers, I have stringers who've been with me for over 30 years.
Oh, wow.
I have some stringers probably with me 40 years. So, I mean, there's people there, you have to understand, this is a talent. It's an art. And you have to have the patience of Job, and you have to have focus to be able to do this. But this is really a unique piece, and this is what I love. Look, I grew up in New Mexico. Okay, New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Utah. That's my stomping grounds, right? I consider New Mexico home. They kicked me out and sent me to Florida a long time ago, but I still go back just to annoy them, okay? I love New Mexico, but you know, like—
And they do alert the authorities every time you're in the States.
Well, you know, but if you go, anywhere you go to any event, okay, even here, but in New Mexico especially, in Colorado especially, you go to events, everybody's in, you know, like, I was wearing cowboy boots my entire life before it became a fashion statement.